Guys, this is Rainbow Loom Tutorials, and I'm here today to show you how to make this Snow White charm. And Tutorials by A helped me with this design. This was my original design, but her other designs gave me a little bit of a template towards this design, but I did come up with this on my own. And so first, I am going to show you how to make her bow, because people have a hard time making it, and I'm just going to show you the easiest way to do this. And also for this charm, you will need yellow Rainbow Loom brand rubber bands, neon orange Rainbow Loom rubber bands, or any other skin tone color, red rubber bands, black rubber bands, and dark blue rubber bands. And so first I'm going to show you how to make her bow. So to do this, you're going to get a single rubber band and wrap it around one peg. And you may need to stretch this rubber band a little bit so it can go all the way around. And once your rubber band is like this, you're going to pull it across like this, so it's crossing in front of that other band. And I'm going to reach my hook under. I'm going to go in this middle space here, grab that band, and pull it out, and this should make the knot. And before you take it off the loom, you are going to get this part and put it and just leave it on your hook. I'm going to grab both of these, and I'm going to pull it to tighten it, and you should have your bow. It should be sideways here. Mine's a little wrinkly, but you should look fine when it finally goes on your Snow White. And so I'm just going to push that all the way to the back of my hook. And I am going to show you how to make her buns. And I'm just going to make all these extra parts first, just to leave them out of the way. And to do this, you're going to need your loom with all of the pins aligned, and you're going to need this for actually the whole charm. So to make her buns, you're going to put a rubber band here to here, here to here, here to here, and here to here. And then you're going to place a capping band, and you're going to wrap it around 3 times. And you're going to go under and grab the first band you see, which should be this band. Pull it forward. Go under that capping band again. Grab this band. Grab this band, and lastly grab this band. And I'm going to put a band here to hold this bun together. I'm going to pull it through, and I'm going to take this back rubber band, pull it over and create a slip knot, and then you can take this off the loom. And it should make her bun. And we're going to make 2 of these. So if you're really not sure how to make it again, then you can rewind the video, because I will be doing it fast this time. Now, since my bun kind of fell off the loom, I'm just going to take it off first and then place this holding band onto it. And it should come out the same. You may have to stretch it out a bit. And there it is, your second bun. And you're going to put those two buns aside. And you're going to leave this little bow on your hook. And we're going to make the eyes. And this is really a really easy procedure. All you have to do is wrap 2 rubber bands around your hook 4 times. Should look like this. Then you're going to grab your skin colored band and pull those across. And by the way, if I'm going fast, too fast for you in any part of this video, then please just pause it and finish what you're doing. Because I know sometimes I go fast. And this is what your eyes should look like. And I'm just going to put those to the side also. And now that we're done with all the extra head parts, I'm going to show you how to make the arms. So to do this, you're going to take a skin colored band, wrap it around your hook 4 times. And you're going to get 2 single orange bands, and you're going to wrap them on the tip of your hook and bring these across. And I'm going to do this with double bands 4 more times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And once I've done that, I'm going to get 2 single dark blue bands and 1 single red band, and this will make the kind of striped sleeve with her dress. And so you're going to take those rubber bands and then loop the arm through them. And you've made one of her arms. So I'm going to leave this arm on my hook, and then I'm going to make another one. So do the same thing, and if you need to, please rewind the video because I am going to be going a little bit faster. And now I'm done with my second arm. So now I'm going to show you how to make her body. And this is really quick and easy, and I hope you'll think so too. And so you'll need your loom with all the rows straightened and in line with each other. So we're using double bands throughout this whole charm. And you're going to take your neon orange bands from this peg to this peg, then this one to this one, and this one to this one, and that's all we'll be using of the neon orange bands for the body. And then I'm going to be using actually doubled dark blue bands. And I'm going to be doing 3 rows of this dark blue. And sorry if I'm going too fast. I'm trying to make this video as short as possible. And now we're finished placing the dark blue bands, and I'm going to be placing these neon yellow bands. And we're going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times with these neon orange bands. So I'm going to do that for all 3 rows. I'm going down 7 times. I'm going to do that again for the second row. And now the third row. And now we're done placing the body bands, and now we're going to place the capping bands. But before we do that, I'm going to be placing the arms, and you're going to be placing them on these top shoulder pegs. Make sure all the rubber bands are on that peg, and same for the other side. Oops, it looks like I missed a band. Okay. And then I'm going to be placing that on this peg. And make sure your bow doesn't fall off your hook, by the way. And now we're going to be placing the capping bands for the body. So for these first 3 rows, I'm going to be doubling the capping bands. And that's it. And for the rest of the body, I'm going to be only using single bands. And I'm not going to double them. This makes the skirt just a little bit poofier. And once you get to this last band, you're going to place it, and you're going to grab this part of it and pull it over that one middle peg. So all you're doing is just pulling it over. And now I'm just going to go up this row just to get that one cap band out of the way. Just going to go under those capping bands. And if this happens to your bands, this happens a lot to me. As long as they're looped, they're fine. Just put them back on the peg. Make sure they're making this teardrop-ish shape. And make sure you're grabbing both of the bands. And now I'm going to be going up this left side of the loom, and I'm going to go under this cap band, grab those 2 bands and pull them forward, and I'm just going to keep on going up the loom. And once you get to the arms, stop. And you're going to go, oops, I almost forgot to do the right side. So just go under this cap band and just keep on looping. And partly why it's kind of hard for me to loop these yellow bands is because they aren't Rainbow Loom brands. And so they're really not that stretchy, as you can tell, because they're popping off. But that's alright, as long as they're looped. And if you are really obsessed with Rainbow Loom, then you should know that Rainbow Loom rubber bands that aren't Rainbow Loom brands aren't as stretchy as Rainbow Loom, so it's kind of hard to loop them. And so what I just did is I went under all of these bands that grabbed the very two bottom neon orange bands and I pulled them over. I'm going to do that with the other side too, and I'm going to go under all of these bands and grab the very two bottom. Make sure you grab both of the bands. I only grabbed one. Oops. Sometimes it's hard with all those bands that are on top of it. And once you looped those bands, you can put them on your hook and take your body off the loom. And it should look like this. And I'm just going to put this on my loom so that when it's time for me to hook it onto the head, I can. And it's not on my hook. And so just in case you didn't get how to make the bow, I'm going to show it to you just one more time and just a little bit faster. So you're going to get one rubber band, wrap it around this one peg, go under with your hook, grab that one red band, pull it through, grab these middle bands and put them onto your hook and stretch these two rubber bands out. And it should make your bow. And I'm going to show you how to make her head. And you're going to get two neon orange bands. Actually, sorry, I lied to you guys. You're taking two black rubber bands and putting them to the side. Same for the other side. And you're going to go down twice on both sides. So like this. And you're going to grab your two neon orange bands and just go down this row twice also. And then you're going to make the cheek bands and just going to grab two bands, pull them to the right and to the left. And we're going to get our eye bands. And I'm just going to place that on these two pegs, split these two eyes apart. I'm going to split this band apart so that one side is on this side and one side is on this side. Then after that, I'm going to be placing my buns under her head. And to do this, you're just going to grab two bands from the bun and place it on this peg and this peg. All you have to do is pick out a couple of bands and just place them on. And these won't matter at the end. I'll show you how to take these off. And then this is where you're going to place your body. And so I'm just going to take this off that peg. I'm I'm going to place it on this one. And now we're going to be looping those bands, so I'm going to grab the 2 top bands, pull them over, pull them over, pull them over, and I'm just going to keep on going here. And as long as this is looped, it doesn't really matter if this comes off. And this is where your bow is going to come in. So I am going to put one side of the bow on one finger. And this might be hard, but just put those 2 sides on 2 of your fingers and grab these 2 middle bands and place them right here. So it should look like this. I'm just going to stretch this out, and I'm going to go under all those bands, take a black band, and to pull it through. Really be careful of that bow because it could pop off. You want to stretch it real good. Sorry if my hands are in the way, by the way. And yeah, and so I'm going to make a slip knot. So I'm going to grab that back band, pull it over the, and I'm going to grab that back band and pull it over the front band, and I'm going to pull it, and that'll make the slip knot. And I'm going to take this off of the loom, and be really careful with your bow. And I'm going to stretch that out. And stretch it out real tight so it doesn't come off. And then you can take the rest of her off of the loom. And then you should have her bow on the top of her head. And it should look like this. And yeah, and I'll show you how to hide these bands. So to do that, you're just going to go under a couple of bands with your hook from the back of her head. Grab that band and pull it under, and this will kind of hide that band, and you won't be able to see it from the front. And you're also going to do that with the other side. I'm going to grab this band, pull it through, and it'll kind of hide it. And you can also do this for this band, but I'm not going to, because I am going to hang it off of one of my phone cases that I made with Rainbow Loom. So yeah, there you go. There is your Snow White charm. And also, if you want to get rid of these cheek bands, all you have to do is grab them and pull them off of your buns. So you just grab them and pull them to the back. And there's your Snow White. I really hoped you liked this tutorial. And I also have an Instagram account. If you really like Rainbow Loom and you are looking for a really good Rainbow Loom account, my Rainbow Loom account is called Rainbow Loom Tutorials. And I post all the things that I've made. Like, I've made this really cute iPad case that I am soon going to be posting the tutorial for. I've made a minion case and just all this really cool stuff. And also, if you haven't seen my YouTube videos on Elsa and Anna, then those are on my YouTube account and you can go watch them if you're really interested. And my Instagram username is Rainbow Loom, and the second O in Loom is a 0. So it's Rainbow Loom with the second O in Loom is a 0, tutorials. And this is what my page should look like. So thanks, and if you really like this tutorial, please subscribe to my channel. I will be posting really awesome stuff later. So thanks for watching. Bye.